Hey guys, I was just thinking that I should probably make you a video about classroom expectations while I am enjoying my summer vacation.
So, classroom expectations for Miss Powell's class 101.
So I've color coded all of my expectations and procedures, and the first color that we're going to talk about is green. During a green activity, which happens to be the beginning of class and end of class routines, your conversation is free. You're free to talk about whatever you want to as long as it is school appropriate because you're coming in the room or getting ready to leave the room. The way that you get help is you just ask, because I will customarily be standing at my door or getting ready to let you out of the door so you can talk to me as much as you want to within the time that's given. When you come into the classroom, I ask that you, of course, shake my hand or give me a high five, or if we have a secret handshake or something. Um, I would like for you to take out your homework and have it on your desk ready to go. If there is homework or if there's a project or something, have it on your desk. You do not have to give it to me personally. I will come around and get it from you. I ask that you check the folders to make sure that there's no work that I need to turn back into you. I won't pass out work because I think it takes up too much time. I ask that you check the folder for your work. And you can also use that folder to keep stuff in. So for sharpening pencils and such, make sure that you get your pencil sharpened within the first minute of class because it rolls really quickly. In fact, it's very important for you to get to class on time, before time actually, because there's so much that we do in class at the beginning, and the beginning of class is so important. So make sure you're on time. Get your pencil sharpened within the first minute, 30 seconds, 5 seconds of class. And also, you're getting ready for your warm up at this point. So it's very important that you have your pencil sharpened, you have your warm up ready, you have your interactive notebook ready to go. And once you're in your seat, you are in your seat during the warm up. At the end of the class period, we are in a green zone, and that's because we're hustling and bustling, trying to get ready to end class. So at the end of class, we all of our calculators need to be put in place. They need to be placed back in the calculator holder. It doesn't matter which number, just make sure that they're all back. And no one will leave the classroom until I get all calculators back and all interactive notebooks are put in place, all trash is picked up, the room is nice and neat, just as it was when you came in the door. That's when you get a go. So that is the green zone. The next zone that we are going to talk about is the red zone. Red. In a red zone, you are primarily doing RAs, which is the term that I use for warm-ups. It's a long story. I'll tell you about that a little bit later. And also exams. You may not use the restroom during this time. You may get up and sharpen your pencil during this time, but primarily it is red because there's absolutely no talking and you have to stay in your seat for the entire time that tests are out or that you're working on the warm-up or that everybody is working on the warm-up. You show me that you're participating by actually writing, thinking, answering the problems. You show me that you're not participating by putting your head on your desk, trying to talk to a neighbor. That's not participating. That defeats the purpose. In a red zone, to get help, just simply raise your hand, but make sure that you have eye contact with me. If you don't have eye contact with me, don't raise your hand because you'll just be sitting there. Make sure that you have eye contact with me. Raise your hand and I'll come over and help you. If my head is down or I'm with another student, please do not yell out, especially during an RA or during an exam, because we want the environment to be nice and quiet. So get eye contact with me, raise your hand, and I'll come over and help you. The next zone is orange. My hair is all messed up because I just changed shirts. The orange zone is for direct instruction or for small groups and for the closing. It is orange because it's not quite red and it's not green. Your conversation is discussion type conversation. So you raise your hand and I call on you and we discuss during this zone. You talk when you are called upon and not while other people are talking or while I am talking. And of course, your conversation is about the topic that we're talking about at that moment. There is no restroom or getting water during this zone, and that is because it's instructional time, and during instructional time, you do not go to the restroom. And you also cannot get up and sharpen your pencil during this time because it's instructional time. We don't want instructional time to be interrupted. So, no pencil, no getting up and no, none of that. If you need a sharpened pencil, you can go to my pencil box and I'll show you where it is in the classroom. It's over there. Go to the pencil box, trade pencils, put your unsharpened pencil in the unsharpened pencil section, and grab a sharpened pencil out of there. If you don't want me to keep that pencil, you just grab your pencil and it'll be fine. I'll sharpen it later. It is very important that you stay in your area. Of course, if you need to get up and get a pencil, that's fine, as long as you do it quietly. But no getting up, going to the restroom during this time, and that is the orange zone. Purple. So during the purple zone, you are either working independently, working on a practice independently, or with a partner. It can also be our groups during our direct instruction. So during the purple zone, you can only talk to the people around you. So you can only talk to your group or your partner. You probably don't want to talk to yourself if we're working independently. Anyway, you raise your hand with eye contact to get help, and you can get up and go to the sharpener during this time. You can go to the restroom or get water during this time. When you're in the classroom, however, you need to stay in your area. You can't go around to other groups disturbing other people. You show me that you're participating by completing the assignment and staying engaged in the task. And you know that you're successful when you can do the concept or teach it to your partner or your group. And that is purple.
The next color is blue. Check out my jersey. And for the blue, it's generally just for rotations. The bulk of our instruction will come from rotations. And in a blue zone, you can talk, but only to your table mates. That's super important. to keep order in the classroom. And I say that because during a blue zone, I am with a group. And since I'm with a group, you can't get help from me. You cannot, do not come over to me trying to seek help or trying to seek attention to go to the restroom or to sharpen a pencil, anything like that. You cannot bother me at all because my attention is with that group, and I want you to show your group mates the same consideration that you would show yourself. So you cannot get help from me, but you can reread directions if you don't understand how the game works or something. You can scan the QR code because I will generally have a video or something explaining the directions to you. And just reread them or replay them, and hopefully you'll understand what's going on. If you don't, talk to your group leader. They generally know what's happening. You can get up and go to the restroom or go get water during this time. You cannot use the pencil sharpener. You have to trade pencils during this time. Let me tell you why. I am with a group, so I'm teaching. And when I'm teaching, I don't want a whole lot of noise. So it's very important that you keep your volume down, and the pencil sharpener is pretty loud. So you have to trade pencils during that time. It's very important that you stay in your area during this time. You cannot be up and moving around the room. You have to stay in your area. Otherwise, you're going to lose points. And I haven't talked about points this whole video, but I will later. You show that you're participating by staying engaged in the task and completing the assignment or the game. And you're successful when you can teach somebody the concept or win the game. Hello? Yeah, we're playing games, so somebody wants to win. And if you're getting correct answers on the computer, because this is one of the rotations is a computer station. So if you're getting green marks, that's showing me that or showing yourself that you're being successful. So my time's up, and it's about time for you to go to your next station. If this is the last station, get ready for the closing. If it's not, get ready for the next station. Hope you have fun.